From lover to spy, her name is Marita Lorenz. In this story you'll see only on 6. She talks about the months she lived as Fidel Castro's lover and how she was recruited by the CIA to kill him. It was his first year in power and they lived at the Havana Libre Hotel. Now 60 years later, she shares her story with NBC6 reporter Natalia Ortiz from the New York assisted living facility she calls home.
Marita Lorenz's relationship with Fidel Castro was intense and it ended traumatically. She then became a spy assigned to kill him and testified in the investigation of the Kennedy assassination.
I was recruited in New York, and they used very clever words. They used neutralize, they used put him to sleep, you know. And they said, if I could do that, I would be a hero for the American people.
Lorenz took the poison pills and returned to the Havana Libre Hotel, where their romance had unfolded.
I lay down on the bed again beside him. He said, did you come to do me harm? I said, I came to kill you.
She says her love for Castro prevented her from carrying out the mission.
You had an opportunity to change the course of history.
I think,
and
definitely,
the lives of generations of Cubans.
Yes.
And you didn't take it.
I know. I know. I'm very, very sad that I wasn't the person they wanted me to be, the robot that kills.
After the failed assassination attempt, Lorenz continued working for the U.S. government and remained involved in anti-Castro groups, some of which were backed by the ousted Venezuelan general Marcos Pérez Jiménez, who had taken refuge in South Florida. Lorenz had once again become the lover of a dictator, this time bearing his child, who she named Mónica Pérez Jiménez. In the midst of the Cold War, Lorenz was linked to the John F. Kennedy assassination. She claims to have met Lee Harvey Oswald in Miami shortly before the killing.
Marita, you've testified before the American government regarding the JFK assassination.
Yeah.
And yet the Warren Commission has concluded that you are an unreliable source.
Well, that's their fault. That's their problem. That's their problem, because everything checked out. It's probably because they eliminated 36 pages because I named names.
After living in Miami for a brief time, Lorenz returned to New York, where she had a son and worked as an FBI agent for several decades before she retired. She's written a book documenting her most adventurous years as a spy who loved Castro, alluded to in its title.
In a way, you were a rebel of sorts.
I am, yes.
Is there a price that you had to pay for that?
Loneliness. I think loneliness. With each event, yeah, and a little guilt. But I also had a lot of fun.
At almost 80 years of age, Marita Lorenz says she wants to spend the rest of her days in her native Germany and recognizes that her relationship with Fidel Castro changed the course of her life forever. In New York, Natalia Ortiz, NBC6 News, back to you.